and welcome to Random Facts Friday. Today I am sharing 50 random facts about myself, because what could be more thrilling than that? Fact number 1. It probably doesn't surprise anyone I've ever known or anyone that I grew up with that I am sharing my life on YouTube or on Facebook or any of the different social media outlets, because I was that kid in school and at camp and hanging with my friends that always had a camera, and from the moment that I made enough money to afford one, always had a video camera with me. So sometimes I would even have a camera on one shoulder and the camcorder on the other with a big VHS tape. So here I am, just continuing to record everything in life. Number 2, I am an only child, and all my life I just knew that I wanted to have 4 kids, but the joke was on me because I ended up with 5. Number 3, I am actually kind of surprised that in all of the different little things that I've done and careers that I've had and little jobs I've held, that I never chose to go to beauty school, because one of my favorite things to do is cut people's hair. So I cut my mom's hair, I cut my girl's hair, I cut my kids' hair, I cut my son's hair, I cut my husband's hair, I cut my own hair almost exclusively, and I just love cutting hair. So you need a haircut? Come to me. Number 4, I could eat peanut butter for like every meal. I love it. It's just good stuff. Number 5, I prefer to wear solid colors. Every time that I see myself in a pattern or something like that, some sort of pattern shirt or dress or something, 9 times out of 10, I don't like the way it looks. So I just stick pretty much to solids. Number 6, I also really dislike wearing logos on my clothing. I feel like if this designer or that designer really wants to get their brand out there and cover my clothing and their logo, then that shirt should be free, or I should get paid to wear it, or that dress, or that purse, or any of these different things. I don't do logos. Number 7, if I don't wear chapstick all the time, or lipstick, my lips get chapped. So I'm that person who you'll see in the grocery store that maybe has no makeup on whatsoever, but still manages to have lipstick on. It really has nothing to do with the way it looks, and everything to do with the fact that I don't like chapped lips. Number 8, my favorite color is yellow because it's the happiest color on earth. Number 9, I don't really drink much soda, but when I do, I'm a Dr. Pepper kind of girl. Number 10, every night about 10 o'clock, I crave nachos. And I don't want them stacked with anything like the meat or the sour cream or, I don't know, jalapenos or anything. I just want chips and like 3 times the amount of cheese that you would think would be normal for nachos. Love them. Number 11, I do not sleep well unless I have some sort of white noise in my room, like a fan, a box fan, something noisy, a sound machine, a sound purifier, anything. I even have apps on my phone that make white noise when I travel, when I sleep with my phone. So, gotta have that white noise to sleep. A quiet room does not bode well for my sleep. Number 12, unlike most women, I have fewer clothes than my husband does. So right now we're sharing a closet, and his side is jam-packed full of clothes, and mine's all nice and organized and hanging beautifully and has plenty of room between each piece. It's great. My stuff's never wrinkly. Number 13. Ever since the first time that I tried out for cheerleading and going into junior high and making it, my favorite number has been 13. That was my tryout number that year, and it's just been my favorite or lucky number or whatever you want to call it ever since then. So 20 years, my favorite number is 13. Number 14, and continuing a little bit with the theme of my closet or my wardrobe, in my closet, my clothes have to be grouped in order of the colors of the rainbow. So I start with white, which is no color at all, and then I go into pink, and then red, and then orange, and then yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then purple, and then I go to brown, and then gray, and then black. And so I have the long hanging section, you know, the dresses, the coats, the sweaters that are long or whatnot, and those are all grouped that way. And then the section of my pants is each grouped in that order, and then the section of my shirts is all grouped in that order. So I'm a little bit particular about my closet. Number 15. My handwriting seems to change just dramatically from decade to decade. It's gradual, so I don't necessarily see it when it's happening, but if I look back on something that I wrote even 10 years ago, it just blows me away how much different my handwriting looks. So I look forward to seeing how my handwriting looks in 2024. Number 16. I have had lots of little fun jobs, lots of odd jobs, lots of career paths, but something occurred to me recently that all of my jobs had one thing in common, and that was that I just really like to serve people. I like to be in the service industry of some kind, whether it's designing a piece of jewelry or checking your groceries out or making you coffee or whatever it might be, marketing your product or marketing to you. I like to serve. Number 17. I am a hot shower junkie, I confess. I like to be kind to our planet in many ways, but unfortunately water conservation I cannot claim to be one of my strong suits. Number 18, my eyes change colors depending on what I'm wearing. So sometimes they look brown and sometimes they look green and sometimes they look really kind of bright green. So depending on what colors I'm wearing or what kind of room I'm in or what the surrounding colors are around this area, my eyes look different. So that's kind of fun to play with sometimes. Number 19. I am such a funny little penny pincher that I would rather wear like 10 layers of clothing and have 20 layers of blankets and stuff piled on my bed at night before I want to turn off the heater at night. So it can be so cold outside and so cold in the house, but as long as everybody has layers on, you should be good. Number 20, the flip side of that is that in the summer when it's stifling hot outside, I would much rather have the air conditioner going than have it be all still and and just thick and stifling in the house. So there's just no pleasing me. Number 21, I really just don't ever have bad dreams when I sleep at night. Sometimes they'll be kind of weird, but for the most part, they're just kind of like continuation of my waking time. They're just normal, like going through the business of life kind of dreams. Nothing scary or too terribly strange. Number 22. For years since they hit the market, I have thought that Keurig coffee makers were the biggest waste of money and just a ridiculous way to nickel and dime us to death, even when it came to our cups of coffee at home. Until my mother got one for her birthday, and now I am hooked. I totally love it. It's so awesome. Number 23. My 3 favorite movies are Limitless, The Big Chill, and Serendipity. And then, as far as my Christmas favorite movies go, because everybody also has to have holiday favorites, I've got to say Scrooged, White Christmas, and Elf. I mean, can you get any funnier than Elf? Number 24. Anytime is a great time to drink coffee. Number 25. I have a total aversion to stickers, like extra stickers on products, like price tags or like little labels saying, I don't know, anything. Like if you buy a new trash can and it has the sticker on it, there are people who actually leave that label thing on there for no reason. You know it's a trash can. You don't need it on there anymore. You could peel that off. Oh, drives me crazy. So unless it's the actual label, like on a can of something that you can't tell otherwise what it is inside, that sticker's got to go. Number 26, I have a huge sweet tooth. Like if my sweet tooth were a person, it'd be like Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan or Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. Yes, it would be huge, huge. Number 27, I am generally pretty much an insomniac, but the one day a week that I can take a nap is on Sunday afternoons. And then if it's rainy outside and it's Sunday, just don't even bother calling me, I'll be sleeping. Number 28, I used to be a cat person, and then I kind of became a dog person, and now I'm just a neutral pet person. I don't have any, and I don't really want any, and I don't really want to be like licked by yours, but you know, go ahead, have your pets. Number 29, I love zippy, happy, upbeat music. Like I would listen to zippy music from morning until night all the time if I could. It's just awesome. I love things like that that just make you feel good. Number 30, I have a totally addictive personality, and I know that about myself. I'm either all in or I'm out. So I have to be really careful about the things that I try. Number 31, even after all of our ups and downs, my husband and I have been married for almost 10 years this year and couldn't have thought of a better person for me. He's a great husband. Number 32. As much as I loved my children being babies and enjoyed those different phases and periods of their lives, I am not one of those moms who always wishes her kids were babies again. I am loving every new phase as they age, and I've got, still in the house, I've got them from age 6 to age 15, and every age is super cool and new and awesome, and I'm just loving it. So I'm not one of those moms who really wishes she has had babies again. Number 33, and along those same lines, it is so cool. When I was pregnant with each of my 3 children that I've had, whatever I was craving when I was pregnant with them became their favorite foods. With Morgan, my 15-year-old, it was peanut butter and tomatoes, which is a crazy combination, I know, but a lot of times I would actually eat those together. And those are his favorite foods. When I was pregnant with Kelsey, the 13-year-old, I was like all about meat and potatoes and, I don't know, comfort foods. And she will, her favorite food in the world is roast, and I probably ate roast every other day. Then with Charlotte, all I did was crave like cheeseburgers and onion rings every day. So literally every day of my last pregnancy, I had onion rings from somewhere. I became quite the onion ring connoisseur. Number 34, my ultimate favorite candy is hot tamales, with a close second being red vines. Number 35, I know that people have a love-hate relationship with Facebook, but I, for one, love it. I have hooked up with friends that I haven't seen in 20 years and reunited with them and been able to keep up with their lives, even living halfway across the country from one another. It's so awesome. I love it. It's a great sharing tool, and it's a great conversation starter when you see them in person. Number 36. I am a night owl and a morning person. This gets tricky. Number 37. It is really important to me that my children each pass along some of our family heritage along through their lives and onto their children. So because of that, each of my children have a family name, some name that is particularly important to myself and my husband in their names. So each of their middle names is a family name of some sort, which is kind of cool. Number 38. I am so used to typing and swiping on my keyboard and all these touch screens that I'm actually embarrassed anymore how quickly my hand cramps, like whenever I'm actually trying to use a pen or a pencil and actually writing on paper. Is anyone else with me on that one? It's crazy. It's just crazy. I know we used to write all the time and now it's all touch screens, and it's sad how fast my hand cramps up. Number 39, spring is my favorite season of the year. Number 40, when my husband snores, it actually helps me sleep. Number 41, when we're driving pretty much anywhere, I love to drive and I hate being a passenger. I get so antsy and bored and I just don't have anything to do and I can't read in the car and I can't sleep in the car, and so it's just better to let me drive. Number 42, I believe the mind is a terrible thing to waste on negative thoughts and things that defeat us, because when we think those ugly things about ourselves or about even other people, it doesn't do anything positive in our lives. So I'd just rather fill my world with happy thoughts. My husband calls that being a Pollyanna, and I'm just fine with that. Number 43. This is my natural hair color. I know that's shocking. Now, whenever I turned about 32, even though I haven't started getting any gray hair yet, I decided that it would probably be relatively close. And so I didn't want to have to battle gray roots the rest of my life, so I decided to stop coloring my hair. And so, I'm all natural. Number 44. I am awesome at jumping into projects, and I'm not always quite as awesome at finishing them. Number 45. All of my childhood years, all the way through high school, I wanted to be an architect when I grew up, and then it becomes time to start thinking of colleges and looking at programs and things, and I realized just how much math was involved in being an architect, and it was like, no. So it was just kind of comical about 10, 15 years later when I ended up in jewelry design and had to teach myself CAD software, and so it's just super cool. I guess I didn't give myself enough credit because I end up using the same kind of software that architects use in designing houses, only I design jewelry. Number 46. Despite this room that I'm sitting in and this shirt that I'm wearing, my least favorite color is lavender. Number 47. My favorite flower is the daisy, because just like my favorite color being yellow from number 8, daisies are just such a happy flower. Number 48. I will go to great lengths, whatever expense I can possibly afford at any given moment for the rest of my life, and up to this point in my life, since I was about 20, to prevent any sun damage and to undo any sun damage I might have. So if you have any magic sun damage preventers or correctors, throw them my way, because I love anything that will make me look younger. Number 49. When I am feeling particularly creative, I love to make personalized collages for my friends and loved ones. And number 50. It actually has taken me 3 tries to even get this video posted. So I really am just amazed that I've gotten to this point. This is crazy. Like, I tried to record it once and it turns out it wasn't even recording. I don't know how that's possible with the little red dot there. And then I tried again and something kept going wrong. So I've actually reached number 50 and the light is still on, and it's just great. I love it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for Fact Friday, and I hope these random 50 facts about me haven't bored you to tears. Bye.